friends. It's been a minute. I've been really ill, dealing with laryngitis. There will be lots of times when you don't see me because I can't really do the readings for you all and I don't have a voice. But I have my voice back. I'm feeling a little bit better. I know I don't have any makeup on or anything, but still gonna do y'all reading. I'm gonna do a digital reading and I think I'm gonna do a classic reading later. So be looking for them. And I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so hello friends. We're going to do a pick a card. And the subject is going to be, am I happy? And you can pick one of 4 decks. The first deck is going to be the Buckland Romney, or Romani. But I think most people around here, they say like Romney, but Romani Tarot. Or the second choice is going to be the Mystical Tarot, which happens to be my favorite deck, so I'm going to pick that deck. Your third choice is going to be the Housewives Tarot, which is also one of my favorites. It's a humorous deck, so if you like funny things, you may want to pick that. That's going to be 3. I'm sorry, the last one was 2. And the fourth deck is going to be the Steampunk Tarot deck. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to choose 1 for the Romney, 2 for Mystical, 3 for Housewives, and 4 for Steampunk. So let's start off with choice 1. And we're going to ask, am I happy? Let's do new reading. And we'll do the Gypsy 7. Let them draw the significator because that'll let us know how we are right now. Okay. Are you happy? You have the Queen of Wands. It's the Queen of Coaches. So, I don't know if you're totally happy, but you are somewhat happy because, as you can see, the light is burning. There's a fire burning. She's covered in flowers. She's in a wonderful dress. The Queen of Wands is at the height of her creativity. She is also known to be desirable to others. So, we're going to say, at the very least, you're in a good place right now. Okay, and you're feeling your authority. Let's move on to see. Okay, so on the inside, you're feeling contemplative. You have the 3 of Coaches, which is the 3 of Wands. It's like you want to make that move to distant shores, and you think maybe you're ready, but you're just not quite sure where are you going exactly, or if this is the exact time. You're waiting for the perfect time. Okay? The forces at work is the Page of Swords, or the Page of Shivs. This guy, as you can see, he's got a grin on his face, but he's a, daredevil, a bit of a daredevil. So, either you still have a bit of a playful spirit, that wants to experience some dangerous things. So you're not quite sure, are you ready to leap into that new place, because that new place probably has a lot of responsibilities. There's a lot of responsibility that comes with true happiness because things need to be in order. So the forces that are working, that are making you question your happiness, it could be your own not wanting to mature, to grow up yet, or there could be a child of yours that's mischievous and causing a lot of problems, and could be bringing you down a little bit. Also, could be a man. And I know everyone finds the Page of Wands to be the, in quotations, fuck boy, but the Page of Swords, to me, definitely could be a fuck boy because he's like throwing his sword around, and he's all into the sword fight. That to me is definitely a sexual connotation, and it has more to do with just him being promiscuous. It just has a lot to do with his masculinity. He feels like sexual conquests are definitely a part of his masculinity. So that could also be something that's playing at your happiness right now. Let's move on to the next card. In the past, you may have faced some hard times. We have Four of Corals, which is Four of Cups. So in the past, you may have had some times where the money was low, and as you can see, there's three empty cups and there's only one filled cup, and it's two of them. But they're making it work. So you made it through that rough time. But sometimes we come out of hard times, and it's hard for us to switch into happy mode. Because we become very protective of ourselves because we don't want to end up in those positions again. So in the past, that's something that led to the state you're in right now. For your hopes and dreams, it says Five of Shields, which is Five of Swords. So I'm feeling like because it's a winter time picture, and there are definitely some enemies on the side there, and they've laid their swords down, but he's still holding two just in case. You're hoping that things are over. It's winter. You're hoping this is as cold as it gets, and things are going to get better. And they may, but you're just not quite sure yet. Okay, so you're not totally ready to give up that fight yet. So definitely, that is the problem. You've had some problems in the past, and things are better, but you're just not quite sure. So you have the Four of Bowlers, okay, which should be the Four of Pentacles, which is still to me the Four of Cups is usually you're ignoring three and you're accepting one, which you also had in this reading. But in this deck, the Four of Cups is more like the Four of Pentacles. It's the same thing. You had some hard times, and right now things are cool and calm, but you got to stay on your toes. You definitely feel like you have to stay on your toes. And as far as your family and friends situation goes, I'm thinking maybe you're also looking out for them a lot as well. So that is something else that's hindering your full on happiness. Sometimes we have to learn to let our family and friends deal with their own problems. Just a word of advice. Something that is totally opposing you is the King of Cups. So there's definitely some man in your life that holds a significant space. I'm not sure if it's a father because he does look old in this deck. I'm not sure if he's a father or if he's a lover, because it could be, because we saw that other page that was behaving young. It could be an older man that's very amorous, protective, emotionally available, but he's causing you problems because maybe when he's not around you, he's behaving like someone else. I wonder if I can pull an additional card for this one. We're going to pull an additional card at the end of this just to be sure. The final outcome for you, though, is the Sun. Total unadulterated happiness. So once you get past those few roadblocks that we saw, you're going to be all right. Let's pull an additional card to clarify the King of Cups. Let's leave this. Can you clarify the King of Cups? Okay. There's a man in your life, and he's been a loving support, but right now he's just too busy with work, and you need his support. Okay, you need his guidance and his support to move you on, to help you to encourage yourself to move into full happiness. So I hope you enjoyed the reading group one. Basically, like, you're there. You have everything you need to be happy. You just need to move on into that land. You need to leave your problems behind. If they're done and over with, just let it be done. Just move into your happiness. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and let's move on to group two, which is the group that I picked. So, the mystical tarot. For this one, am I happy? We're going to use the horseshoe spread. All right. Okay. So, in the past, there were some financial opportunities. Okay. Opportunities. It could also be romantic opportunities. Either way, you have the Knight of Pentacles. There was an opportunity. It's making its way to you, but it's moving way slower than you expected. Okay. So, let's see. In your present, though, you have the Page of Swords. I know in the last deck, if you watched it, I said I kind of look at the Page of Swords as a fuckboy too. Yeah, here it says pardon me, I'm still a little sick. He thinks he knows more than he actually knows. So I'm going to say that you're feeling a little ambitious right now. You ready? You think you're ready, but maybe you're not quite ready for happiness. Hidden influences. Look at this. Four of Wands. Okay. With this being hidden, I'm going to jump out on a limb and say the reason that this is hidden is because you are so wrapped up in your own personal success right now. You can't let anyone know that what you're really wanting, right, is some sort of a stable union. Whether it's business or romantic, but it's looking very romantic. This is definitely a wedding. There's no one else here present, so this is an intimate connection that you're holding on for. I'm left to assume that you don't have it, and that's why you're unhappy, because you thought it was coming in. You made a swift movement, cutting off everyone else, and it didn't come through. Let's move on. Yeah, obstacles. Your Six of Pentacles. You are not being treated fairly. It's like you're giving of yourself and you're not getting it back in return. The current environment is that you find yourself trying to work with people, which is what you're supposed to do. Okay. It's funny because there's actually one person working on actually using their hands. There's another person that actually drew up the prints, and then there's just one person that's just kind of overseeing shit. That would bug me. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll say when I see the Three of Pentacles, sometimes it bothers me because it still feels a little uneven. It's kind of like somebody's putting in a lot of work, but somebody still isn't putting in an equal amount of work. But for this reading's sake, let's just say the current environment is that you are working towards having that union and you're willing to cooperate. Not quite sure if everyone is willing to cooperate with you. The action you need to take is Eight of Wands. This card in this deck is a card of transformation. As you can see, it's like the caterpillar is just now crawling, but by the time it gets to the end of the wand, it turns into a butterfly already. You are in a period of rapid transformation, okay? Because you have a place you need to get to, and you're going to get there, but it's going to take some work from you. There's something about yourself that needs to be changed. It needs to be worked on, and it can be easily solved. And that's the reason why this Eight of Wands is here. So take a moment, look at what it is about yourself that you could change, that would make you feel like, oh, I want that in a partner. Like that would make That would make me so much more of a rounded person. And it's got to be something that you can easily. It's not your hairstyle. It's not, your weight. It's not your looks. It's not your career. It's none of that. It's something little like thinking positively, starting to look at things and seeing the outcome, right? Instead of dwelling on the work to get there. It's something like that. Look for it and find it, because that's what it's saying you need to do to be happy. The final outcome is Two of Wands. Two of Wands is a card of mastery to me. As you can see, he is holding his staff. There's another staff on the side of him, and he's holding the globe because he's in a position to step out into the world and go wherever it is that he wants to go. That's the world is in his hands. So at the end of the day, the world is in your hands. Are you happy? This is another group. You're almost there. You're not unhappy, right? You're almost there. You just need to put a little action into it. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this group twos. I know I did. And let's move on to group threes, which is the Housewives Tarot. And we're going to do the clothesline of life for this one. I love this deck. It's so funny. So are you happy? Well, I'm not sure if you're happy right now, but I definitely know you are feeling strong. You have endured much, and because of it, you know you can endure so much more. All right? So you are feeling courageous right now. If you're not happy, you're willing to get out there and find your happiness. And that's damn near being happy. The difficulties that you're facing right now, Six of Wands, you just have a lot to do. It's just like everything is up in the air. It's like, as you can see here, there's like two mops and three mops and a broom, and it's so much that just needs to get done. And that can dampen anyone's mood. We all need time to unwind and lay back, think things through, clear our heads, and just let our brains and bodies rest. Okay, that's a difficulty right now. As far as your career goes, you're moving through. So you're definitely cutting through some difficulties right now, and you're doing it in style. You are moving up, career-wise, or in your dealings with people in general. So I'm going to say that's a good spot right now for you. Oops, sorry guys. Romance, Six of Swords. Six of Swords to me is kind of a tricky card in this deck. As you can see, she's walking on knives as they balance. Maybe you feel like in your current relationships, or if you're in a romantic relationship, maybe you feel like you're kind of walking on eggshells. Maybe there's been a lot of problems, and hence the strength at the beginning, and you've made it through, but it's because you've put in a lot of work and effort and balancing acts. Let's see, but it says after spending a lot of time finding a way out of your troubles, you've seen the light. So definitely, relationship wise, you've had a lot of problems, but you're coming out on top. So that's clearing up if you're having problems in that area right now. Home and family, you have the Emperor. So within your home, you're running things. You have everything just the way that it should be. As you can see, it's kind of a juggling act that he's doing, but he's got everything there for an entire milk, and then I said milk meal and then some. Okay, so you bossing up at home, and that's a wonderful thing that can lead to happiness. Unconsciously, you have the Five of Swords. Okay, and the Five of Swords is like a lot of cutting around, cutting things out, fixing things. To me, I usually see the Five of Swords as a card of things are nice and neat, but you still got like a lot of tidy work to do. You're not quite ready to give it up yet. Yeah, it says time management, realizations. So, unconsciously, yeah, maybe you just have a lot on your plate. It's keeping you really busy. I don't like this outcome. Possible outcome. 10 of Wands. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of burden. Um, Damn, I really don't like that outcome. Let's see. Okay, so are you happy? No, you're not happy. You're maintaining. You're holding up right now. Let's see. We're gonna do a quick reading for you all. What can we do to be happy? Take some time off. Okay? You're doing too much. Sure you're strong. Sure you can handle it. But are you living? It's like you're doing what you need to get done, but you need to relax and enjoy yourself some. Okay? So that you can be happy, because we want to be happy. All right? Take a break. Meditate. Take a bubble bath. Have someone else in the house wash your hair for you. Blow dry it. Watch some movies. Set some time aside for yourself every week to do some things like that. Let someone else handle some of those jobs. Some of the stuff that you juggling around. Because when there was a card we pulled up, and you were doing a hell of a lot of housework. Let someone else help out. Okay? I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Group 3s, and let's move on to Group 4s. So our last group of Am I Happy is a Steampunk Tarot. We're going to use the most excellent spread. Are you happy? You mofos are the only totally happy group in this bunch. You have the star. You're sitting on top of the world. You're holding your hopes and wishes in your hand. That's beautiful. Past influences said that you had some new emotional outpouring, whether it's romantic or friend-wise or family. You have received an outpouring of love. That's enough to make anybody happy. Important information is 9 of Pentacles. You are sitting in the lap of abundance right now. Enjoy it. Use it. Present situation. 10 of Wands. So, as I told another group, with happiness there comes a lot of responsibility. And as you can see, she has cards and they've all fallen down. Some are turned up, some are turned down. Okay? But she's letting the cards fall where they may. You got a lot of things on hand. But I believe that you have learned and understand how to handle your responsibilities, but also not to worry and fret. Okay? So, remember that. Do what you got to do, but don't worry about it. And if you can't finish it today, finish it tomorrow. The main challenge that you have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the type of person that is very organized, honest, but cold. No emotion. I'm not sure if he's a man in your life or if he's you, but someone has a problem showing emotion or reciprocating the emotion. And I'm assuming it's you, because it said that in the past you received an outpouring of love. It is important that when people share their emotions with you and show you love, that you share it back. Or else they don't feel what you're feeling and then they're ready to leave. Okay? immediate future, Page of Cups. So see, you are learning. This is you. You're learning how to express your emotions. It's taking you to new heights. There's a sea of emotions behind you, and you're drinking from the cup. Bravo to you. Okay? If you follow these steps, the probable outcome is a 10 of cups. That is like not just you're happy, but your loved ones are happy. We're ready to start a family, get married, just make it happen. Just total happiness, okay? So remember that. If they're giving it to you, give it back, baby. Give it back. Well, that's the end of the 4 groups. I hope you all enjoyed these readings. I definitely did. I always love doing these with you guys. I appreciate you all coming to check me out. I appreciate you sticking with me, especially with me being sick for so long. Please, if you come through and you don't see videos for a week or two, it's probably just that I'm dealing with my laryngitis again. Just send me some healing energy. I hope to see you all on the next video. Bye.